Hi everyone! Let me start by saying Happy Mother's Day to all you mamas out there, and also to me who got the best Mother's Day gift ever. I am going back to the UK. Originally, we weren't planning to go back to the UK for another few years. After our last big trip there, we knew we needed to come back and work and save some money to be able to do the trip again. But we have spontaneously changed our plans because Alex's father just turned 70. Yay! Which is a huge milestone birthday, and it's also a big reminder to us that we need to make the most of our time with them. So when I met Alex's parents all those years ago, of course I told them about where I come from, and I promised them that one day I would show them around and introduce them to my family. And 14 years later, it just hasn't happened. Why hasn't it happened? When Alex first came to the UK was during our big backpacking trip, and that wasn't the most ideal time for them to join us. And to be perfectly honest, I didn't want to take the time away from my mum being with her grandchildren for the first time when she was only getting such a short time with them. So now the boys have grown up a little bit, it just feels like the perfect time. So this year, Alex, myself, Caleb and Finley, and his parents are going to go back to the UK this summer, and fingers crossed it all goes well. So what's the plan? The plan is to spend 1 week in London doing some tourist sites as it's their first time in England. And this will be exciting and new for me too, because I haven't traveled that much of London. Then we will go to the Isle of Wight, where they will get to meet my sister Marie, my brothers, and other members of my family for the very first time. So I thought I would share with you how we are all feeling and see how we're going to navigate this. How do I feel? I feel excited and a little nervous, if I'm going to be honest.
听到要去英国会觉得很兴奋，因为第一次去英国，所以很期待啦。有一个想象说，那边是什么样一个它的人文啊、地理啊、环境啊，可以大开眼界的意思啦，就是可以开眼界这样。
那个欧洲从来没有去过，生平第一次去，那所以我非常的开心，想要去见识那边的文化、那边的建筑、人民的生活方式，或者是说我想说，有什么比较地方的美食，像那边的咸派啊，咸派听说很有名，可以夹一些肉啊，夹一些马铃薯啊，加一些菜啊，不晓得要到哪里去吃啊。我们很想说去了解一下，去吃一下，去他们的菜市场那一种很庶民的那种生活去感受一下，这样。
I am excited to show them around. I'm excited for them to meet my family and to see the beauty that there is in England. England has so much history, the architecture, and where I live, the countryside is spectacular. So I'm excited to introduce them to somewhere that I think is so beautiful and special to me. But I also know that there's a chance that it will not all go smoothly. There are many things about traveling England that I am unfamiliar with too, as I haven't traveled my own country as much as I would like to say I have. And I'm going to be a tour guide and a translator and a daughter-in-law and a mother and a wife and all in one, which I think is going to be quite a lot of pressure. So I'm going to make a bit of a flexible plan before we leave and try to be more organized than I would if it was just Alex and I. The part I'm most looking forward to, of course, seeing my family, and it is going to feel very surreal to see my Taiwanese family and my English family merge together. But that's the part that I look forward to the most, my family all being together. And hopefully that will go smoothly.
可以跟孩子啊、孙子啊，一起去这么远的地方旅行，然后陪媳妇回娘家，是觉得也可以看到他的家人，会觉得很兴奋。
我原来就想说，我们的媳妇是英国人，应该要跟她一起去英国玩一玩。其实我已经盼望了很多年，只是我没有直截了当的提出来。这一次成型了，我觉得非常的兴奋。我想说到一个不同的地方去感受一下。
The part that I'm most nervous for, I think, is creating days that everybody can enjoy, because we have such an age range in our group. So Alex's parents will want a slower pace, and my boys will want a faster pace. So I think I'm going to have to create itineraries that will work for everybody. And I think that's the part I'm most nervous for, because of course I want everybody to enjoy it equally. And also the amount of traveling, because my in-laws are very young and active for their age, but I don't want their bodies to feel too tired, and it is a long flight, and we have a transfer in between. Plus, going from London to the Isle of Wight, you need to take a bus or a train for a couple of hours, plus a boat ride. And I don't think there is anywhere on the Isle of Wight to even rent a car for all of us to fit in. So I think we will be using a lot of public transport while we're there too. That's probably the thing that I am the most nervous for, is trying to make everybody happy and comfortable. Because I know that I am naturally going to be happy and comfortable in my own environment with my family and stuff, but I don't know if others will feel the same way.
紧张有一点，比如说上洗手间呐，对，我要常常上洗手间，我会担心，会不会洗手间不方便？还有第二个，最近好像英国天气有变化嘛，怕他们很热，是不是会像我们这边那么热，没冷气可以吹？这有点小紧张。
So we have a couple of months to do the planning, and I am buzzing. I am so excited. I am going to be preparing lots of things to take back to England to share with my family and friends, thinking of lots of videos that I can make with them, because I loved making the YouTube videos with them last time I was in the UK, and now my in-laws are going to be coming too. So if there's anything you really want to see, please comment below and tell me. If there's any food you want my family in the UK to try, or any content that you would like me to create, just message below and I will do my best, because woo, this mum is good at juggling. And yeah, I think it is going to be a fantastic time. Even with all the things that I mentioned that I'm nervous about, I think I can find a way around it and make sure that everybody has a memorable time. Memorable in a good way. That's my plan, memorable in a good way. And at the end of the day, I'm going to go home and see my family. They say, as long as mum's happy, everybody tends to be a bit happier. And I am going to be extremely happy. So, happy Mother's Day to all of you guys. Please comment below. Tell me what you think. Give me any advice that you can think of, or anything that maybe I should take with me. Or even if you have any travel advice for London, feel free to comment below and give it to me, because This is my first time taking other people around London. Thank you guys for watching. I will keep you updated. Bye.